Well, we're live on caffeine.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Live on caffeine.
Yeah, it's your birthday.
It's the birthday freestyle session. What's going on, y'all?
Birthday freestyle
We in
session.
here, man. We all drunk and we been partying.
Oh.
You know, we going. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday! Oh my gosh, man.
Birthday.
My big sis, we love you. I love y'all too. My big sis, okay. My big sis and my cousin. That's what it look like.
All right.
You gonna put us on caffeine right here on the TV?
Let me put it on the. So I think
Put it on the
somebody.
TV,
I
man.
have it on the TV.
I'm having fun with y'all. We freestyling, getting loose, huh?
You gotta change the input. You gotta change the input because it's on there. Yeah. Where's the? You got the remote control.
We in here, man. Say Louis. Say Louis.
There you go, right there.
Oh man, we in here. What's going on? Appreciate the birthday wishes. I tell you what, man. We gonna go through life, man.
Yes.
My sister, more like my second mom. Well, some of my earliest memories is niggas trying to holler at my sister and my mama at the same time. They always thought they were sisters. My mom looked young. She's a beautiful, younger looking woman. She was a grandmother at 33. You made her grandmother early. Early. I was an uncle because of this motherfucker at 7. We do early fucking in my family.
No.
My mother had her when she was 18. 17. So me and her used to share a room, nigga.
What?
So you can imagine. You can imagine. So we shared a room. She did everything for me. Got me dressed, fed me breakfast. She made niggas. She taught me everything. So when she ended up pregnant, everybody was looking at me like, how did it happen? I'm looking down from my bunk bed like. She was a sophomore in high school? I was scared to go to high school. I thought you had to have a baby to go to high school. But that changed everything, though, because that changed everything in our family. Pops was mad, too. He was hot than a motherfucker. Yeah. He wasn't playing no games. Yeah. But, you know, it wasn't a bad thing, no. When my niece was born, I was like the best thing that happened to the family. That's what brought us together. That brought Ashley, we love you and we miss you. That's what brought us together, because before that, my parents used to argue, nigga. That's how I knew it was time to go to bed. When I hear, shut up, bitch, will you shut up? Fuck you. Now, my dad never called my mom a bitch. They arguments would be about, I don't remember specifically, but tell me if you remember this, though. When they would argue, sometimes I would go get a suitcase and pack my shit. You remember that? So if you motherfuckers don't stop yelling, I'm leaving. And the shit that was in the suitcase is what used to, when I think about it, I was like, what was that thing? I'll put all my toys. Had a big ass suitcase full of G.I. Joes and fucking, what was that shit? The little building block shit we used to play with? Legos. So my niece, she was born. I was 7. Man, some of my earliest memories with my niece, man. 7-year-old uncle.
7-year-old uncle.
I was a real uncle though, man. I was checking niggas. Yeah. I remember one time I got into a fight with my niece and my sister when she was pregnant. They jumped me. They jumped me, nigga. She used to work at KFC, and that's back when KFC had these parfaits, nigga. There was like strawberry shortcakes.
Yeah.
So when she got off work, nigga, anything they didn't throw away, she was bringing to the house, and she wasn't really trying to share it like that. So I remember she was cravings and shit. So she brought a parfait home, and it's also when KFC dropped them honey wings.
Uh-oh.
So them was new. We had never tasted nothing like that. Barbecue sauce was tart before these wings. You know, there was more. Barbecue sauce used to taste like Sour Patch Kids. But when they dropped these honey barbecue wings, nigga, so she brought them home with specific instructions. Don't eat these wings, nigga, and you can have some of the parfait, but don't eat the whole thing.
It's for me and the baby.
For her and the baby. But you know, pregnant bitches, their attention span ain't shit. Because as soon as she put the shit in the fridge, she just fell to sleep. Didn't take no shower or nothing. She just went to sleep.
Oh, sis.
She went to bed, nigga. I ate all the motherfuckers. I ate the wings and the parfait. I didn't leave shit. So, you know, she was my alarm clock in the morning. She'd wake me up, get me ready to go to school. And normally she'd wake me up, she'd, you know, kind of push me. But this time, this bitch socked me out the bed. And dropped a few of the bones I left from the chickens on my pillow. Like, nigga, you ate all my wings? Yeah, so I jumped out the bed, we squared up. She didn't have no shirt on. I don't know why she had no shirt on. So she swung at me, and when she swung, my knee swung because I seen the knuckles on her stomach. This bitch is trying to jump a nigga. What the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? And then my niece was born July 13th, 1989. And I became her uncle. That was crazy. At the time, my parents didn't really fuck with each other like that, but my niece, she was like she brought the household together.
With the same sweatshirt.
And when she was born, hell yeah. Her and my dad was tight off top. They was like road dogs. So it was my dad and my niece bonding, and my sister and my moms, they was catching phase once a week. They would just walk by, bitch, and just she dope fiend my mom one time and knocked her wig off. I said, hold on. You my sister, but you can't be whooping my... You can't be knocking off mama's wig, bitch. Yeah. One time she knocked the wig off and the cat started playing with it. It took us... Because we had two cats, Jenny and Jazzy. Don't let your sister knock your mama wig off. It ain't. No, but you know, women. You know how women is in the house there. You know. Anyway, we used to go to church a lot. Had one good church. All the other ones was punk ass churches. Victory Bible Church was a good church. Pastor Henry. My sister actually brought the whole family to God. You start going first, chasing behind that nigga. What was his name? What was his name? Jay. I used to want to be like Jay. No, I'm fucking with you. Jay, if you watching, you some of my earliest memory. He was a light-skinned nigga like me. I used to like his mom, though. His mom had a unisex name. Her name was Johnny. That was the first time my dick got hard when fucking with Johnny. Johnny was the cold, light-skinned, quiet Claire Huxtable woman at the church. Very respectable. Shout out to Johnny. I realized I was a man fucking with Johnny. I heard her tell her husband one time, if this little motherfucker hug me one more time. I used to always get hugs from Johnny, nigga. To bring her donuts and shit. The donut shop was around the corner. Because LA Style, or what was it called? LA was a little spot where you buy white t-shirts and yeah. I bought my, yeah. Back in the day, it was a donut shop. LA, we walk right over. What was that? Was Style 21. Style 21. So we talking about the 80s.
Like city trends?
We talking about the 80s. When we would never go straight home from church. We would just stop at Penguins and get some yogurt. Or we was always stopping. Soup. Oh my God. Yeah, man. We talking about the late 80s. Then the 90s came. The 90s was crazy. Hell yeah, we moved to Rolling Heights. Hell yeah, that's the first time I experienced gentrification. Because when we first moved there, it was like a white kind of area. But within the first year, all the businesses went from being like regular businesses to in Chinese. All the writing within like a year. It would go from like Dan's Sporting Good to Lupang Tipang. Nigga, every sign. I'm like, nigga, am I living in a Godzilla movie? Nigga, where's all the English? On Kalima. Yeah, and we lived in some semi-hood apartments. You know, semi-hood niggas. KFC was on the corner. The bowling alley was behind us. And that became the Hong Kong market. It went from a bowling alley to the Hong Kong market, and everything else was in Chinese. Man, they took over. Oh, did he? In Rolling Heights? I know I used to smell some funny shit when I would be walking to school. Like a cracky type of smell. I didn't know Ike lived out there. Yeah. Yeah, that's when. Yeah, that's real shit. Cause yeah, all the motherfuckers was smoking Primos in there. All my dad's friends they didn't smoke regular cigarettes and weed. It was something else in it. Cause them niggas would always end up racing. Like, how you know, weed session ain't supposed to lead to two niggas racing. These niggas would end up physical racing, like Olympic racing at the end of every hangout. That's what my dad and his friends was about. Was smoking weed, or what we thought was weed, and seeing who was the fastest. Weed make you go fast, don't it? I mean, no, weed don't make you go fast. Yeah. I didn't know cocaine was illegal until shit. When I found out cocaine was illegal. I forgot. It was a different time, man. Me and my dad used to pull over and piss everywhere. In the early 90s, it was about pulling your dick out and pissing in public places. I'm not bullshitting, right, nigga? We be at a major traffic light. Oh, I got to piss. All right, I got to piss too, Dad. We be dick out in traffic just pissing. Yeah, that was the 90s. We just piss. Hell yeah, my pops would roll. He have a beer in his lap, a blunt in his hand. Or well, he didn't smoke blunts. He smoked zigzags. We got a zag?
Professional.
We get a zag, nigga. Don't give me a zag, nigga. Come on. Yeah. And all the bass heads at the liquor store. Oh yeah, the T-top, yeah. The Cordova, my Cordova. Hell yeah. Smitty was different, man. The liquor store trip was different from us because he knew the bums. We didn't walk past the bum. We would go to the liquor store to hang out with the bums. Because he went to high school with all the motherfuckers. Real spit though. Most motherfuckers be trying to get past him and nigga, he like, let me get a zag, girl. He'll wake a nigga up and borrow zigzags. You want me to get you some breakfast? Right there, nigga, on Fair Oaks in Washington. Nigga, we be out there for hours. Oh, my Uncle Eddie used to work. We be out there looking for my Uncle Raj. That's the coolest nigga ever. We would spend a whole morning looking for Raj. You know what I'm saying? Pasadena in the late 80s, early 90s. It was a different place, man. Hell yeah. Then we moved east to Rolling Heights, nigga. Remember my white boy best friend when we moved out here, Charlie? When we lived on San Bernardino Road. He lived downstairs. Oh, it's making a lot of noise? Oh, it's fucking up? Damn.
I mean, but you can't go do it. I try to minimize it.
Then nah, I just leave it alone. Yeah, I had a white best friend named Charlie. That's how I figured out I was black. I didn't know. I just thought I was a person, nigga. Because in our family, don't nobody look alike. My grandmother got 10 kids. A couple of them dark skinned, a couple of them light skinned, a couple of them in the middle. But in our family, we didn't know that light skin, dark skin shit. Everybody's crazy. So we wasn't no light skinned punks in my family. So when I got into the regular world and this misnomer that light skinned niggas was soft, I'm like, nigga, I have no reference for that, nigga. I will fuck you up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Auntie Beth was cold. Man. Yeah, we moved to Rolling Heights. What else happened in Rolling Heights? A lot of shit happened. I got chased by the skinheads.
What?
I got chased. Damn, you remember that shit? They used to, we walked to school, they would just pull up in their little muscle car and rev the engine and nigger. And I'm like, for real? And I just come home, tell my dad, nigga, he be out there tripping. Hell, damn, I forgot all about that. I was scared, too. I was fucking terrified. I thought the world was going to be over. I lost my first fight to a white boy. Punk ass nigga. The fuck was his name? I forget his name. A lot of shit happened in Rolling Heights, though. I played for the roll. Oh, I got sick and almost died. Y'all remember that? You ever heard that story? So we used to do these fundraisers, and basically it was called a jogathon, right? So basically the kids were responsible for going home and getting people to donate money for every lap. He finna go. He done. He had his motherfucker. He said, people would donate money. So you run a lap for $1. You run 20 laps, you get $20 for the. So it was the day of the jogathon. I did some, I raised a few dollars, and they had this older white man cooking breakfast sandwiches. He was cooking breakfast sandwiches. The nigga was making this before Egg McMuffin was a thing, I believe, because he was making his own Egg McMuffins. Do you feel what I'm saying? So when I finished doing the jogathon, I was hungry, so I went and got me an Egg McMuffin. Ate it, didn't think nothing of it. Then I came back for another one. Ate 2 of them because they call me Pac-Man where I'm from, because I eat a lot, right? So the next morning, I don't know if it was a day or 2 days later, I woke up, nigga, and I was in pain. I couldn't walk. This nigga tried to murder me with an Egg McMuffin. Nigga, I almost lost my life to a scramble, nigga.
What?
Real spit. And I went back for seconds. So my mom took me to the hospital. Now look, because you got another perspective. It felt like I was in the hospital for a long time. Like a couple months. Was it a couple months or was it not that long? Okay, but nigga, I had to learn how to walk again.
What?
From an Egg McMuffin. This nigga.
You had to make
it took my lower half, nigga. Nigga, a bad egg almost got me out the way.
Your bottom half ain't shit.
I've been looking for that. The chicken for whatever chicken laid them eggs, nigga. I hope you became a 12-piece.
Nigga horrible.
So I'm in the hospital. And I remember this. Look, if a kid is in the hospital sick, do not start decorating the kid's grave.
Nobody did. What are you talking about?
I'm 8 years old. Motherfuckers bringing me flowers.
Somebody said you had a turtle.
What the fuck can an 8-year-old boy do with flowers, nigga? These niggas thought I was gonna die. When you know, and whole families was coming. You know, normally an uncle would come, but it was like uncle, auntie, grandmother, like a whole family. Like, it's like they was paying their last respects to me is what it felt like. I do. But I remember my dad was in that hospital tripping. It was because they wanted to do surgery. They didn't know what was wrong with me, so they wanted to open me up to figure it out. And that nigga was like, "You're not finna just to figure it out." Cursing out doctors and, I was in that motherfucker 2-3 weeks. Turned out I just had a little bit of gas. Nigga. Yeah. A nurse came in and pressed on my stomach and I farted and then I got up. It's a miracle. Nah, I remember that though. That was, yeah, that's the Rolling Heights. So I got sick. Raising Waters. Did I? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. For real? I've been fighting like a motherfucker. These motherfuckers trying to take me out, nigga. I don't remember that. How old was I when that happened?
Like 1 or 2, a baby 2. No. The whole family went. No, he was older because to be in the wave pool. No, he shouldn't have been in there. That was the problem. Because at first, the wave pool starts off like a regular pool.
Right.
And then they turn the waves on. And it gets higher and higher. And then all of a sudden, they lost grip. They had you like holding you.
Yeah.
And they lost the grip of you and you fell down in the water. 3 or 4. Okay, well maybe 3.
Damn.
He had to hold you up like this. And get you out of
I was almost out this bitch, man. I don't remember that shit. Yeah. Hell yeah, niggas still here though. Yeah. Then we left Rolling Heights and we moved to West Covina. Yeah. Oh my God, that shit. I'm admit to a crime now. We burnt that house down next door.
Oh, the San Bernardino. Oh,
Yeah. Me and my homie Ma G burnt down our neighbor's house. We did it. The nigga had it. Well, we didn't do it on purpose. He had them fireworks when you light them, the rose and it spins. So we was lighting them and throwing on Nikki Court. We was lighting them and throwing them in the air. So, but he was older than me by a couple years. I would just throw them and they'd drop and hit the ground and that nigga would light them and baseball them.
That is dangerous.
So he baseballed one, and the wind caught it and landed on the roof. And we didn't think none of it. We went in the house, went to sleep, and shit. 4 or 5 hours later, niggas smoke, firemen everywhere. He got caught up, but he didn't tell him I was involved. Shout out to he kept it silent, man. Yeah, that's where I first saw a lunar eclipse. Remember the eclipse that happened over there? We was all do you remember a total eclipse? Yeah, that was 91. 91, 92. Man. Nikki Court, that's when I first met Crips. I had never met a Crip. It was that was a tall tale to me. Like, what is a Crip? I know what Bloods are.
Totally.
Neighborhood Crips, nigga, all around that motherfucker. Big Mike, Rich Loke, all them niggas. I love y'all. There was neighborhood cripping on Nikki Court. Yeah, they was looking out because over there the black and Mexican shit was crazy. Hell yeah. I lost the fight to these brothers, Marcel and Darcel.
They rhymed? Their names rhymed?
Yeah, I was kind of serving Marcel a little bit, and then Darcel hit me, bow! Nigga, I'm stumped out. Shit. You know? And I had my shit on backwards, because that's when crisscross was popular. So I had my knife in my back pocket. But it was actually my front pocket, because my front pocket was in the back. So I'm trying to reach for my knife and got knocked out. So I got home because my dad is crazy. And I didn't want to tell him it was my partners, because we was fighting over something stupid. I don't remember what it was. And so I lied and said the Mexicans did it. Because I still want to hang out with Marcel and Darcel.
No. Somebody said that's their uncle's name.
So my dad went and kidnapped 2 Mexicans and brought them to the house. Said, these are niggas that did this shit, son. Them niggas don't know no English. They grown as fuck, nigga. Said, I don't fight nobody with a mustache, Dad. I'm 11. Them niggas was in the back, scared, nigga. Bloodied up, nigga. He kidnapped 2 Mexicans, nigga, from Home Depot. They could have been actors though. He could have paid them to. What? My dad is out of his fucking mind, man. These niggas think I be Oh, yeah. That nigga is. He's banned. He's banned from Social Security office.
Oh my God. I love Smitty.
Bro. To the house. He because he's supposed to get his retirement. Period. Yeah. He worked 33 years for the U.S. Navy. So some weird technicality where he started working before the new retirement shit. So it was a gap of like 6-7 years before he can get his retirement that he was entitled to. So he really went through a struggle. So he waited. He had no income. So what happened was he opened his case like, hey, motherfucker, y'all need to be paying me. I ain't got no income. I'm homeless. What's going on? So they started sending him letters. And one of the letters, so, oh, yeah, we owe you money, and we going to start paying you. So my dad got the letter like, oh, shit, nigga. Shit, I got some money coming. Yeah, motherfucker. I got over $7,000 on the way. You know what I could do? You know what I could do with $7,000?
But now he get disability because he got injured in the service.
Right, his back. So he went down to the Social Security office, and he said, hey, he put the letter on the window for him. He said, hey, bitch, I got just going back there and grab my 7,000, bitch. I need that, right? Right. So she take the letter. Oh, sir, there was an error or some shit that happened. This ain't this letter ain't. I don't know, but somehow they wasn't honoring the letter. And he was like, well, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. I know I'm not leaving here without $7,000 because the government said you owe me this money. He get into an argument with her. Sir, can you please calm down? No, bitch, you calm down. Okay? Yeah. You don't talk to me like that, sir. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Just give me my money or I'm going to blow this motherfucker up. They get into it back and forth. He say some wild shit. He leave. By the time you get home, it's 19, 20 U.S. Marshals at the house? They didn't take him to jail, though. Yeah, that's Smitty, nigga. He gonna trip. What? Oh yeah, he tried to. He tried to run the handyman. Yeah, you can't just. You gotta tell him. You just can't pop new shit up on him. Yeah, you gotta tell him and explain. It's government protocol. I just can't start doing new shit and I ain't got no coordinates from nobody. Who's your superior? That's what they're gonna ask you. Who's your superior? Yeah, who
Your superior?
Who gave you this order? Who gave you these orders? Okay, well, shit. The byline say that you wrong. That nigga pull out a handbook on you in a heartbeat. Nah, but yeah, my pops ain't no joke. Pops crazy.
The supreme OG.
I remember I got him caught up with another bitch I didn't know. Got him caught up with another bitch. He took me to Chuck E. Cheese and said this was an auntie I'd never met. I told on him. I didn't know I was telling. I'm 5. I thought it was really an Auntie Deborah. My cash app is $ Bullyfoot. I'm playing with this bitch kids. Hey, shit, this I didn't even know you was my cousin. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can.
We get home.
It's Craig's birthday. $ Bullyfoot. Back to you, Kraig.
So we spent this great. We had this great date. Me and my dad went on a great date with this woman and her daughter. Oh, to Chuck E. Cheese. And looking back, he probably just met her there. I don't know. But in my mind, shit, I got a new Auntie Deborah. You know how rare it is to have a new auntie that I never knew of. So we get home and I say, yeah, we was at Chuck E. Cheese, Mom, with Auntie Deborah and her daughter. And it was a wonderful time. And my mom like, Auntie Deborah. Okay. So my dad walk in and I forget how they start arguing. But this is the first time and the only time my dad called me a bitch ass nigga. He said, You gonna tell your mom on me, you bitch ass nigga? That nigga made me. That nigga stuck his finger in my mouth and made me throw up all the pizza he bought me at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my God.
Bitch ass niggas don't eat in the Smith household, okay? You a snitch.
Snitch ass neck.
That nigga Smitty crazy, man.
Shout out to Smitty.
Yo, yeah.
I seen him fight the police. Yeah, that nigga, man, Smitty. Yeah, that's Nikki Court though, West Covina.
Kraig, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're 41, right? It's your 41st birthday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like for your 61-year-old self to say to you now?
Oh wow, that's what is that? 20 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shit, man. In 20 years, one of the greatest comedians. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And also pioneer of diffusion of stand-up comedy and MCing and rapping. It's a lot of motherfuckers, you know, that try to do it, but not too many niggas did it on the, you know, on the same level. So hopefully I can do it. I ain't got all the accolades to, you know what I'm saying, but you know, creating a new genre. Cause hip hop to me is in a punk ass place where everybody think they tough. Everybody want to be a gang member, and that shit corny as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want motherfuckers to hear some good rhymes and also laugh. So hopefully I can be the best to ever do that. You know what I'm saying? And being able to help a lot of people. You know, because that's why I'm 41 and you're just not hearing of me because I didn't have a lot of help.
Why do you like to help people? What's your passion?
I didn't have no help when it came to this. I mean, my mom was an entertainer. She could sing her ass off, but ain't nobody in our family working in this field. So I had to start from scratch. And that, you got to realize when you come from a blue collar family and you trying to rap or you trying to tell jokes, yeah, motherfuckers is laughing at you behind your back a little bit. Then you got to go into the trenches and create and be by yourself for years to develop it because a lot of these niggas got parents that do it. So they may, you know, they can send them places to learn. I had to go off on my own pilgrimage. Put off getting married and having kids early. Motherfuckers probably thought I was gay because I wasn't bringing bitches to that. No, nigga, I'm out here trying to figure this craft out. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really, 10 years ago, when my homie OC got murdered, I was like, man, let me focus on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me focus on this shit. Because that nigga died over it. Rest in peace to my nigga OC. And he never got this far. So if he was willing to die for this music shit without even ever accomplishing shit, then why, if I'm living, why can't I just, let me try it out, you know? So
if comedy is a legacy, what would you want it to be?
If it's a legacy? Mm-hmm. Shit,
I hit you with it.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? You know me.
Well, you know, I feel like I'm the first real hustler in comedy, really, because in this art form, everybody is dependent on the system. It ain't like rapping. You know, you got a lot of independent artists and rapping who were able to make their way. But in stand-up, it ain't never really been a hustling ass nigga that's funny that didn't need the system, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I can make that way, where niggas don't need no agent or no manager, you know what I'm saying? Just independent, that's the best way. Yeah, and be you, be who you are, because I really be on this motherfucker telling the truth. You know, I exaggerate a little bit on certain shit. It's like 70% truth and 30% exaggeration, you know, but I really be on this motherfucker I be being myself and shit. You niggas ain't gonna Cosby and Will Smith me, nigga. You know who I really am, nigga. I'm not fronting. You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, I fucked that bitch. I fucked a lot of them bitches, man. Yeah,
this is tracksuit.
The same tracksuit. and listen. And yeah, I call. Yeah. You know, being yourself, you'll lose. I lost a bitch a year ago because I told her, shut up, bitch. And she said, that's the last bitch you're gonna call me. And I said, no, it ain't, bitch. This the last bitch I'm gonna call you. Bitch. bitch. You know, fuck it.
Oh my God.
I gotta be me, man. That's the only way. Yeah, man. Fuck it, nigga.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I'll never forget. Yeah, so that's what I would want to, you know. And I be trying to help people, and I ain't got the resources to. You see, motherfuckers come around you needing help, and they know you can't help them. But they need somebody to blame if they don't make it. So if a nigga who never had a shot at making it come hang out with you, if it don't work out, he could blame it on Kraig.
Oh, it's crazy. It's very wild.
I got a lot of that shit in the last couple of years. Niggas who ain't got no talent that I just fuck with because they cool niggas, they come back to bite you in the ass. Pause. Nigga, why are you biting my jeans? Nigga, that's nasty.
The boxer biters.
But, you know, I told this to a family member. I said, look, I realized that when you help people, you just got to help them. Mm-hmm. You can't get mad if they don't do what you think they should be doing with the help. That make you not a good person. Just help a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if they smoking rocks. I don't give a fuck what they do. Just help them and just do that because that's what you want to do out the kindness of your heart. Don't be holding grudges with motherfuckers that you help and then they just do some weird shit once you help them. It is what it is. Nigga, God get them type of motherfuckers back. Real shit. Like this bitch I called a bitch. God got her back. All that bitch hair fell out.
Oh my God. Jada Pinkett?
Yeah, see? I bet she'd rather be called a bitch than not have no hair. As she had stayed fucking with me, she wouldn't be bald headed.
Is that abracadabra alopecia?
Yeah, you gotta help people, and you just gotta let it go after that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we make friends, but we never really trip off how they present themselves to us. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, motherfuckers that got ill will, they can sniff certain shit on you. Like, if you're really a nigga that's out here trying to make shit happen, you know, you're gonna be in spaces where you're a little vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And niggas can pick up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they come around and shit and do weird shit. And expose themselves. Here's the thing that is weird about niggas that do weird shit. When you catch them, they why don't you just be like, man, you caught me, nigga? Shit. I mean, fuck. I slipped my number in your mother's purse, my nigga. Shit. The bitch is bad, man. I just want to fuck your mom. Like, why can't you just, when I catch you, nigga, just man up and be like, oh, man, you know.
No accountability.
No account. Them is the niggas that always tell you God told them to tell you some shit. God told me to tell you that everything you want to happen is going to happen. God told me to tell you that. Nigga. Yeah, just be accountable.
Kraig, if comedy is your baby, how would you want it to age?
How would I want it to age?
Like, what would you tell him to make it grow up into the child you would want it to?
Oh, shit. That's a different ass question, boy.
Well, I'm a different ass person, you know me.
Hey, I would want to age. Shit. I would want comedy to age gracefully, I guess. It's certain shit that you ever hear some shit that you thought was dope when you was young, and when you get older, you're like, that shit wasn't really that good.
It didn't age well.
Yeah. So I don't want my shit to be that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want my shit to be like the Three Stooges. Nigga, I still could watch the Three Stooges and laugh. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't really laugh when I watch When Harry Met Sally no more. Because it wasn't a comedy. It was a love story. No, but certain shit I watched now I don't laugh. Like, what was real funny to me? Nah, I ain't gonna speak on that because that's too good. Some of them niggas still around. Yes, I want my shit to age where you can always laugh at it. What other questions, Sarah?
Oh, now you put me on the spot. Now I don't have that. No, anybody in your sister? Does she have a? So who is amazing? Uh-huh. What question do you have for Kraig?
Oh, that's crazy.
If she has a problem with, I just have one. Would you rather be timeless or legendary?
Shit, timeless. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that legendary shit, that ain't real. That you got machines that can make anybody legendary. Nas X is a nigga that's acting gay. He ain't even really gay. And he became a legend because the machine messed with him, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So he was acting like yeah. Yeah, this nigga can't be pregnant.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If you faking everything else, then you faking being a nigga.
Yeah, I'd rather be timeless though.
And what would be in your time capsule?
Damn, motherfucker.
You asking your questions? I got you. I got you with questions. I'm trying to give other people opportunities. But you quick. I know you quick. You good.
Soap, because when they open it, I don't want no dirty motherfuckers listening to my shit. Take a shower first, nigga. Get clean. Get your mind right. Then absorb what I got to say. Look, my shit is timeless because I speak for the working everyday motherfucker. Because that was me first. I was raised by working everyday motherfuckers with regular frustrations. I was raised by motherfuckers that borrow kids to get more money on their taxes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got aunties that was just having kids for tax purposes. Didn't give a fuck about them the other 9 months out of the year, but when that tax season hit, nigga, that's $4,000.
Okay, man.
Lil Donald is my nigga now. Nah, but everyday working motherfuckers and shit, man. Because I'm telling you, my family is crazy. Nigga, my dad and his sister is inseparable. I done seen them fist fight. I saw my dad fight his favorite sister on his knees. And her kids jumped him. And he wouldn't let me jump in at Margaret's house. They was all high on, they all had to be high on cocaine, first of all. I just remember, fuck you, Frank, and my auntie was like, you ain't gonna talk to my husband like that, and fired on him. Bow, lip bleeding. He said, oh, you gonna hit me, bitch? He got on his knees, nigga. We gonna make this a fair fight, bitch. I'm finna fuck you up, bitch. And they fought, nigga. He was on his knees. Then he was fighting her. Then they throwing balls. Then her daughter jumped on his back. Then her son jumped on the other back.
On her other back?
They fight. And I tried to jump in. Pops pushed me out like, nah, I got this. I'm finna fuck this whole family up, son.
Oh, my God.
That's real shit, though. That's real shit.
If your dad was a gangster right now, who would he be?
What do you mean? If he was a gangster?
If anybody that was now would kind of remind you of Smitty, who would it be?
What's the nigga that run Rap a Lot Records?
Oh, Jay Prince.
Jay Prince.
Oh, Jay Prince is cold.
Yeah, my dad, he that type of nigga.
He's stealth.
But Jay Prince is a little calmer. My dad, the boss, and he gonna do. Yeah, he
the enforcer.
Yeah, he the driver and the shooter. His gang be telling him, calm down, Smitty, it ain't that serious, nigga. Yeah, no, it is that serious, okay? Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, he ain't playing. I don't know, Big U, yeah, kind of similar. But Big U a big nigga, so he could be chill. My dad ain't chill. Once he go, it's a wrap, nigga. That's why I'm so laid back, because I grew up around niggas going. Oh, hey, William is probably he's just like my dad. Yeah,
we have a question from Caffeine.
Go ahead.
They want to know, would you remove any bad comedians from destroying the culture?
No, I think every man should have a voice. Every woman should have a voice. I don't speak on who's funny or even a rap who I like as rappers. I mean, I always talk bad about Silk the Shocker, but I respect him. The nigga just can't rap.
But he's horrible.
My thing is, how can he make money off of it and I can't? That's why I ain't stopped, nigga. If Silk the Shocker can make money, I should never give up, nigga. You know, he you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I remember when he won a BET award. He knew it shouldn't have happened. Cause he didn't even give a speech, nigga. That's the first nigga I seen catch his award and jog past the mic. He didn't even go back to it. The nigga, well, how did I win this? How did this happen to? But what you said? What was the question?
If Smitty was a rapper now, who would he be? A gangster
Tupac.
Or a rapper?
Oh, if he was a gangster
or a rapper.
If he was a rapper, it'd be Tupac. Cause he'll fight anybody. He my dad is only 5'7". He a little nigga, but he ain't scared of shit. But yeah, like I said Jay Prince if he was a gangster.
Yeah, Jay Prince is cold.
Yeah, I think so. The only motherfucker I seen punk my dad is my mom. She used to punk that nigga.
Question: If would you recommend if you had a son, would you recommend him to go into comedy or to rap?
Yeah, because I'm here.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, but if I wasn't here, I would say, I guess, yeah. Why not? Give it a shot. Give it a shot, nigga. Just create products. Don't bank on your talent. Don't be out here trying to be the funniest comedian or try to hang out with people because of what they could do for you. Create your own product and let that do the talking for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas that's been doing this comedy shit for 30 years and they ain't went nowhere. So,
is there anything you haven't tried in 41 years that you would like to?
I think I want to get married and have some kids. Yeah, I ain't tried that shit yet.
Wow.
No.
If your dad is 5'7", your mom is Samoan.
My mom and dad is the same height. But my dad's my dad's anger is why he's small. It's stunted his growth. Yeah, he would be a heavyweight champion of the world. His temper, something happened.
Said the reason why he was on his side is small and tall.
Yeah, his dad is.
Mom got 2 kids and they're all different.
Yeah.
But he said it's because he was premature.
Oh, he's pretty. Yeah. Well, there we go. Yeah, because Roger my height.
Omar on YouTube says, if you had a son, what would you say to your son if he wanted to be a stay-at-home dad?
Oh wow, I would say, shit, man, keep pounding that pussy, man. if your dick can keep you at the home, keep you home with the kids, and you still getting the level of respect a man should get, more power to you. Respect is everything to me, so I just can't have no woman think she can talk to me any old kind of way because she's paying all the bills. So I'll get up and go to work just so I can be like, bitch, shut up, and have a place to go. If you ain't working, nigga, and you can't argue with your woman fairly. She gonna Beyonce to the left all your shit at least once a month. You gonna come and have to unpack your shit that she done packed up because it's time for you to go because you trying to argue with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't no woman want no nigga that's just. I mean, let me take that back though, because y'all ladies, y'all gotta answer that. If you making ridiculous money, you know we don't come from poverty, but we didn't grow up middle class. Yeah, you did, but
As long as the man is contributing to the household, like
Yeah.
if I gotta work and go and pay some bills, as long as he's doing the house stuff.
right. Yeah, I mean, hey, there we go. But see, y'all situation was different because you had my niece, so it was bigger than y'all. And then we was raised in a 2-parent home, and that's all we seen was people being together. So we didn't know nothing else.
He got hurt. So what do you do when your spouse is injured? As a wife, you're supposed to take them.
Right, yeah. But that's duty. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about the booty. It's about the duty, ladies.
Oh,
These young chicks ain't got that.
Speaking of young chicks, I have a question from Otherworld Oddlies TV on YouTube. If your daughter brought home a stud, what would you do?
Shit. Oh, I ain't having no gay son. Yeah. If my son came home with a nigga. Yeah, so
if you need a minute for that, I have another question for Mario.
I don't want your daughter either. Why?
Someone said de-stud her.
I mean, you can't stop it. I don't have no. I feel sorry for the stud. I feel, cause here's the thing. A lot of women play, with that lifestyle. You got some motherfuckers, that's what they feel like they really are. They born that way. If that's you, I love and respect you.
You love me.
But for
Thank
me
you.
to use studs,
I'm a former stud.
Studs, you gotta protect your pussies. Studs, you gotta protect your pussies. If my daughter was a stud, one thing I would tell her: if a woman got a child, do not date her. Period. Point blank. She flip flopping.
Yeah, you true.
She flip flopping.
Yep.
So if you're gonna be a stud, you gotta be strong. Look, look. If you really born that way, you shouldn't just be dating women for attention. You should be dating women that hold the lifestyle as sacred as you do. Every time you date a woman with a kid, they flip flopping.
Oh
What's gonna happen when little man get old enough to whoop you, bitch? Because that's happening. It's cool when he's 9, 10, 11, and you say, hey, stop doing that shit. But when he turned 14, first time I whooped my sister, I was 13. This bitch used to dope for just put hands on me. Bow, bow, bow. Then one day I picked her up, slammed her on the bed, and she know I can't do that shit no more. So if you a stud and you're dating a woman that got children, specifically young boys, at some point they gonna test you. And if you can't match that, could you imagine being a stud and getting violated by your girl's son?
Oh my God.
How could you tell?
That is horrible.
How you gonna tell your girl her son sex playing you? He keep trapping me in the bathroom, Barbara.
Stud strapping the closet. Stud strapping the closet.
Every time I'm in the shower, he walk in. That's because you a woman, bitch. He's curious about pussy.
Oh my God. That is horrible. That is horrible. Hey, if you could get what is the best advice you can give to a stud right now?
The best advice I could give to a stud is date other studs.
No, that's gay.
No, it ain't.
Yes,
Date other studs. If you want to protect your heart, date somebody that's gonna guard it. Why you keep throwing your heart on the crap table with these bitches that got 2 and 3 baby daddies? Date other studs. It ain't gay. They say it ain't gay. Look,
very gay. A lot of black studs will be like, "That's very gay."
Well, that's because they in denial.
Oh, okay.
That's it. You can't be your daddy. Tell me.
Can a stud be a baby daddy?
No, but some of these studs, not all, but some of them are trying to be the daddy that their daddy wasn't. You know.
Are you willing to be a surrogate daddy to studs?
Look, man, one of the most precious motherfuckers to me on this planet is a stud. I've seen her go through it with bitches, and she's the first bitch to tell me bitches ain't shit.
Yeah.
So imagine that. Studs, date other studs. What other questions, Sarah?
Okay, so I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to go through my own brain, but at the same time, there's a lot of people trying to give me questions, but they're not good. So I have to go with my own thing. So, what is the best advice that you've ever been given, and what's the best advice you ever gave?
The best advice I ever got was from my grandfather, Donald. Oh, he was a great man. He wasn't there for my mother as much as he could have been, because he and I are very similar to where we just free spirits. So he was a player. He and I are very similar. He was a better player than I. I ain't no player. I'm not like my grandfather. My grandfather's a cold-blooded player. I'm an artsy nigga. But, when he was dying of cancer, and I went to visit him in Detroit.
Oh my God!
He had a woman named Elaine that he's been with for 30, 40 years. But Elaine was the bottom bitch. She was the main one. She was a great woman. He was fucking with her a long time. Her daughter's like family. Bitch stole my gun. I want my gun, bitch. Just because you a police don't mean you could just steal them. That's my grandfather's gun. He left to me. So, bitch, I'm coming for that gun.
Oh my
but anyway.
Oh my God.
No, because that's the gun he pulled on me when I used to go stay with him for the summer. One time I went to Detroit when I was 12, and he was asleep, and I was putting icy hot on his head while he was asleep. When he was asleep, fucking with him. Grandpa Donald, cold player. So I'm putting icy hot on his head. He'll wake up, motherfucker. And one of the last times I did it, he pulled out his gun. He said, "Nigga, you can't play with everybody like that, grandson. I could have thought you was a burglar or and killed you, But anyway, I want that gun. What was his daughter name? Michelle. I want that gun." So anyway, Michelle Mama was my grandfather's bottom bitch. And I shouldn't have said.
Oh, damn. Shout out, Michelle. I said, hey, Ebony in the chat.
But that just means your most down woman. Because he was a true player. They knew about each other. He wasn't hiding. But when he was dying, I went to visit him. And he was in his wheelchair. And he was like, grandson, I'm going to tell you. He's like, this woman has been the best to me of any woman I've ever had. And for a while, I wasn't giving her what she wanted because I was out here playing and all that. And he was like, I'm going to tell you something. This is how you choose a woman. He said, live by this motto. He said, life is not about what you love. It's about what loves you.
Lord.
You feel what I'm saying?
I do not agree with that.
You don't agree?
Absolutely.
Okay, Sarah.
No, because it's a nigga that love me right now, and I told him I don't like the way he loved me, and I told Kraig that, and then he act like I need to be with this nigga.
But that's a woman's perspective. From a man's perspective, we get carried away. So that's what he was saying. That's really more about, as men, we get carried away thinking that what we want is more important. Sometimes people want to love you, and you reject that love because it ain't what you want. Why would you ever reject love? If somebody trying to love you and do for you, allow them to do that.
But it's not the way you want to be loved.
But I'm talking about from a man's perspective, because that's like the man version of the TLC song, "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to." As men, we got this thing called testosterone, that had niggas leaving their families.
But to women, it's like all money ain't good money.
But see, from my perspective, it's like, I'm a dominant male.
Oh yeah.
So I don't love from a safety perspective. It ain't nothing I'm not protecting nothing. I'm not trying not to be violated. So our space is different. You know what I'm saying? It's really from a leadership perspective. is what he's saying. You know, when you're in a position of leadership and you got people following you like a woman or a family, you know, you got to allow them to be who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's why it ain't about what you love, it's about what loves you. So if you're a part of something that's bigger than you, you know what I'm saying? That's when you really become a man, is when you could be a part of things that are bigger than yourself. So it's just his way of telling me. Yeah, it was his way of telling me, you know what I'm saying? You know, be a part of shit that's bigger than you.
That's I've never heard anything like that. Like that breathes another air into that. That's
Yeah, man. Grandpa Donald was cold, man.
Yeah, that's wisdom.
You can look at it two different ways. It could be like what she's saying is a person that's saying he loves.
Can you give Sister Mike? Can you give Sister Mike so he can hear her?
Oh yeah. You gotta stand up here. You want?
No. Just give her the mic. Can you give her the mic?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on.
I'll go get her one if you want.
No, I'm good. I think. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I think what you're saying, Sarah, is that you feel like the person that's saying he loves you doesn't know how to love. He's not showing you the proper type of love that you will want from him, basically. So you can look at that two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Some people do know how to love, and that's the person you want to love you. Somebody that's showing you proper love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The right type of love. So you can look at it in that perspective.
While you have the mic, can I ask you a question?
Yes. Ma'am.
What is the thing that you love the most about Kraig?
Okay.
And don't cry.
Oh, I'm not. This is Kraig's sister. I would say that the thing that I love most about Kraig is that he is honest. He's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to help people.
Yep.
What else could I say without crying?
No,
he's always been there for me as well as I've been there for him. But basically, he's just a good support system. We support each other fully, so I appreciated that about him, and that's what I love about him.
I have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between Kraig and other people that you've known, brother?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
I would say probably, one thing that I noticed is that me and Kraig are 9 years apart, and we're still very close.
That's rare.
Yeah. So I noticed that some people's brothers or family that have such a big gap, they're not as close because it's like a generational divide or gap. But we have a lot of similar interests. Right? Yeah, we share the. No,
pissing on her.
So basically, we just remain close. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So to me, that's something that I've noticed about other families that have a big gap. They're not always as close. So I appreciate that.
Last question. What is something that you've never said to Kraig that you would like to tell him?
I tell him everything. We're very close, so there's nothing that I haven't said to him. I've told him that I'm proud of him. That what else have I told you? That I'm proud. That I respect everything that he's done as a man. He's a real man. He ain't no fake man.
No.
And I see the growth in him. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I think I've told you everything, right? That I feel. I don't hold nothing back. The way I feel is the way I feel, and I'm gonna let him know.
Yeah,
he knows.
Yep. So if Kraig was your younger brother, no, Kraig is your younger brother.
Yes,
but if he was your older brother, what do you think you would have learned from him?
Ooh.
I give good questions, girl.
Yes, you have good questions, Sarah. I would have learned from Kraig to
the hard work. He's a very hard worker.
Yeah.
He has shown me that basically, never give up on your dreams. If you believe in yourself or you believe in something, just follow that dream until, and see it through, basically. So I think that's what I would,
I saw Sarah Walters, whatever.
I know. Okay.
But you're awesome. Thank you.
Thank
you so
you.
much. I know you don't like being on camera or nothing.
There we go.
I got her on camera.
Hey, that's been this Q&A with Kraig and his big sis. You want to say something, Sheree?
Yeah, come on, Sheree. Cousin. Come on, cousin.
Yeah, she has some good.
You want to get up or you want to just have the mic?
They don't like being on camera.
Y'all don't like to be on camera.
I like to be on camera right now.
All right. Say what you want to say first, and then I'll ask a question.
Okay, I just want to tell you I'm proud of you. To continue to follow your dreams. And regardless if there's bumps in the road, you continue to brush your shoulders off and continue to move forward. You are younger than us, but you do inspire us too. So I just wanted to let you know that I love you. We love you. We're here to support you, and we're with you.
Question. I have a question to her real fast. Captain's question. So, if you were Kraig's older sister, what advice would you give him? Even though he treated you like one.
Okay, so me and Maya are the same age, so we're 9 years apart as well with Kraig. Repeat the question again.
So if you were the older sister instead of the cousin, like maybe like because some people feel like their position of influence is different because they're a cousin versus a sister. Like, what advice would you give him? Or I'll give you a choice. Or what is something you knew about him when he was younger that you want to tell him? Something that you discovered in him before he ever even discovered it. What is that you discovered that he's living out right now?
Okay, what I saw is that he always had this gift and this talent in whatever he was doing.
Oh, you knew for a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I'm proud of him that with certain gifts and stuff that he's very talented with, that he continued to work on his gifts. And that's been presented to the world with his comedy, with his music, where he's enmeshed it all in one. And he's bringing it to the world to see. We've already seen it, but now the world sees it too. And on top of that, he's a good-hearted person. He's always been authentic. He's always want to help people. He's the type of person that is very genuine and authentic. And that's what's special about him. Because in the field that he's in, there's a lot of fake people.
Yes.
That he's going to run into. But he's grounded. And he can see who's really there for him and who isn't. And he wants to help everyone, but he wants people to also appreciate him too.
Absolutely.
And I want to tell you I love you, little cousin, and keep going. Okay.
You know,
Hey, you hear from family.
Some of y'all online, y'all may not care about this, but this is for Kraig. Today is for Kraig. Like, I wish everything be for Kraig because this is his station. This is his channel. So all y'all can go fuck yourself. But thank you for watching. But But
They said we care, but your questions suck. No, it was good questions.
I have good questions, nigga. I am a
that's great questions.
journalist, nigga.
Hey,
If
man.
it wasn't for my high school teacher, I would be a journalist right now. But she crushed my dreams at an early age, so fuck her.
One day,
Anyway,
about our family, my grandmother and her 10 kids.
woo!
I'm telling you, man, Navarro Street in Pasadena was, oh my God. We talking about, we talking about characters, man. My Uncle Raj he was supposed to be the next Abe Lincoln. He was supposed to be the next Abe Lincoln. Everybody loved Raj. Everybody. The mayor of Navarro. Then my dad. People love my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad's smooth dude. Ladies love him. You know, he was like the protector of the family. So I used to get a lot of residual family beef because my father was the one that my grandparents would send to discipline the motherfuckers that was acting up in the family. You know what I'm saying? Then we got my Auntie Pam. That's the rock of the family. Because my grandmother never really had a stable husband for too long. You know what I'm saying? None of them really they had some father figures, but they didn't have a consistent presence. So a lot of the beefs that they have now was because it wasn't a man there who really loved them to step in and be like, man, this is your sister. You don't, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, then who's next? Auntie Beth. Auntie Beth is like, she was the gifted one, I think, because I believe she was a gifted athlete too. She was a track star, I believe, too, in high school. And but she is the epitome of like just a solid woman on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Then we got I don't know, Alexis is the oldest. Auntie Alexis is the oldest and the most lovable one. She's the one that nobody in the family had a problem with. It ain't no Auntie Alexis beefs. It is period, point blank. It ain't no Auntie Alexis beef. Was just gonna be. She have a beer in one hand. She turn the oldies on and she be hey and drinking and party. I don't give a fuck. And she partying and in her own world. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Margaret and Walter. Margaret and Walter, they the chocolate pretty motherfuckers in the family. So the first four is light skin like me. Then Beth is brown skin. Here come Auntie Margaret and Walter. They dark, pretty hair, chocolate motherfuckers. You know. Then after that is Uncle Larry, and all of them got the same daddy. After that, Uncle Larry, he was born with a Whispers mustache. Just a hard-working dude, man. He's real similar to my dad too, very similar, damn near the same. Yeah, but he just don't have the temper. But you know, and then you got Blue and then my Auntie Tina. Auntie Tina just like my grandmother. They're very similar. She got 10 kids. Yeah, same. You know, they 10 kids and look like she never had a baby. Yeah, but yeah, the family. I'm gonna make a story about Navarro. I'm gonna do something about Navarro Street hustlers. Yeah. And the cousins. Oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just some wild stuff. What? Oh my God. Yeah. Jim. One time Jim had me take him to buy a pack of cigarettes and an asthma pump. He said, well, which one you want? Nigga, you want to breathe or not? Nigga, you want He broke his leg. My cousin Jim. And then the best of all of us. Oh, he did. He was a killer. But the best of all of us was cousin Robert.
Robert.
He the greatest of the whole. He the best we got. Rest in peace, man. He was best friends with DJ Quick. Had a cousin or nephew that had a disability like Robert, and they was friends. They was best friends. Yeah, my cousin Robert, man, he was a straight blood. He would catch the bus from San Bernardino to Pasadena. That's like 50 miles, and he would gangbang. So he caught a case, and all he had to do to get out of jail. What was it? What did he have to do? Remember, he broke into that car and went to sleep in it. What type of nigga break into a car and go to sleep in it? So he went. So the nigga go to jail, and all he got to do to get out of jail was he had to repeat like his Miranda something to the remember.
Yeah, to be confident. Because they
Yeah. All he had to do was recite some very basic shit to get out of jail. But because he, had a disability, he wasn't in no regular jail. This was co-ed jail. And he was able to fuck bitches there. So he's like, why would I leave here and there's bitches? Why would I leave here and there's bitches here? I'm going to stay in here as long, so he stayed in there for a while. But yeah, my cousin Robert, man, that nigga love 50 Cent, man. The 50 Cent here, you disabled motherfuckers love you because you sound like one of them.
Oh my
Is that
God.
what if I was your best friend, I want the times all the time.
I don't
If I was your best, you sound just like my cousin Robert, nigga. Is that what your best friend? I want you riding all the time. Yeah, Robert loved him, man.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
Oh my
Robert,
God.
man. I miss Rob. He'd call me and I say hello. And he'll start rapping instantly. And wouldn't stop for 5-6 hours. Cousin Robert birthday. That's why I'm feeling this way, man. I wish I would have recorded some of our conversations. Bro.
Who is the most interesting family member?
Tears, huh?
Who is the most interesting family member that's passed on that you feel like, oh my God, they could have been famous?
We had a lot of people. You know what? I think William was real. Yeah, William was. He was very interesting to me because, so I'm younger. So of course I know who he was, but he started going to jail young. William was shooting niggas and shooting up the projects at 11, 12 years old. So if y'all 9 years older than me, what is he, 6 years older?
He's a year younger.
Okay, so he's 8 years younger than me. So
wait, do you think
older than me?
Do you think that intelligence or creativity causes you to go, not necessarily crazy, but make you feel as if you're not normal?
I don't know if we're referring to my cousin William. It was really survival for him.
Wow.
Because he loved his family. He was a little nigga, but he was a murderer.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way I could put it. He was a murderer, and but see, it was different. See, everywhere.
I would probably be the one fucking William though.
Well, you probably could have fucked blind William, because. She don't know.
No, in my younger days, nigga.
He had bad bitches.
In my younger days, nigga.
Cause they like blind look. So gotta know. My cousin, like I said, he was pretty motherfucking, but he was a killer. He was a killer. I'm gonna just put it out there. He was a killer, and he'd been killing since he was a baby. So basically, but what I say make him different is some niggas kill because they sociopaths and they psychopaths. That wasn't why he was doing it. He was really raised in some treachery. When crack first hit, he was probably 9, 10, 11 years old. And where we was from, crack really did a number on Pasadena. And there was a lot of killing going over that money. And he was around up under my Uncle Walter and other people who was straight monsters in the streets. And so his environment made him that way. But he wasn't just out there popping cats because that's what he wanted to do. He was a principle-driven guy. And so when the gang, he was about respect. So he was a shorter person like my dad. So he didn't tolerate no disrespect. I'm talking about zero disrespect. You know, so all this shit you hear these rappers rapping about and all that, like he was really about that broad daylight, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he ended up becoming blind. I can't talk about the circumstances that led up to it, but he got shot point blank range.
Wow.
And instead of dying, he lost his vision. Mm-hmm. For 10 years, he lived and he couldn't see shit. You know what I'm saying? Still carried his guns. Nigga had his own place, spotless, clean crib, cook for himself, clean for himself, blind. Kept 2 guns on him, but he had seizures. So I remember one time he was coming back from Arkansas, had a seizure on the Greyhound, and his guns came out, and they put him in the feds. Remember that? Yeah. So he was probably the most unique because when he went blind, he didn't cower from who he was. He still was the same guy. I tell you a story about how somebody, yeah, you would think somebody told him that they would give him some money. And this is somebody that was from his gang. So in his gang, he has power. He could tell pretty much damn near anybody, shut your ass up, nigga. And his response, if nigga, well, let's go put some work in. Okay, well, shut up then, nigga, before you become a victim. Right. Like he was that, So somebody told him, man, I'm gonna draw down. I'm gonna give you some money, man. She's like, all right, for sure, man. So the day come, you supposed to give him the money, he ain't got it. So Will said, I give you some time, man. I ain't tripping. They run into each other a couple other times, and niggas still don't have the money. So now William mad. So William have another relative take him to the guy's house because he heard the nigga just bought a brand new BMW. You heard that story? This nigga got a brand new $80,000 BMW, but you told my cousin he was gonna give him some money, and so nigga, ain't no way this motherfucker got a BMW and he ain't got mine.
Yeah.
So he had 2 of my relatives drive him up there. Nigga had 2 big ass knives. You never heard that story? Yeah. So the nigga, he made them go grab the nigga, bring him out. This nigga's a killer too. This ain't no punk ass nigga. He said, nigga, where my money at? You ain't got my money? He said, blood, take me to the car. Right. You got a new BMW, right? Blood, take me to the car. They took him to the BMW. What? He didn't hand the knives off to the other 2 niggas. He did. He said, this the BMW. They put his hands on it. That nigga start stabbing it. Start dragging the knife down the side of a brand new 745, stabbing the tires, breaking out the windows.
What?
That's what I was raised up under.
Damn.
Yeah, that's. You ain't got my money. You gonna tell me? Why would you tell me you gonna do something and not do it? You could have just not said nothing.
Do you think that you were raised like under like mafia, like you're almost like Italian or something?
I'm saying that's the mentality of my family. Every day cool as a motherfucker.
Wait, is you think the Italian mafia closely resembles like the loyalty of a Italian mafia? Do you think that closely resembles like the loyalty within your family?
No. My family is loyal to each other, but it ain't like on no code. We ain't gonna let nobody outsiders disrespect us.
Okay.
But we be disrespecting the fuck out of each other.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like on a whole nother level. But yeah, I mean the love is there. That resonates. We just all the same. It's something different about us where when we feel disrespected or feel like somebody taking us lightly, it take a while for me to back up off of that and not turn you into a victim. Like if I feel like you really purposely going out your way to, you know what I'm saying? then it's something in me where I got to get away from you for a while because I will do something to you, nigga. You know, that's in my blood. It ain't, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the, straight up.
Is there any famous person right now that you think that your life is patterned a little bit like?
Nah, I don't think it's no famous. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Red Fox, possibly. I would say, Corey Holcomb is similar, but my father, I mean, I don't know his family upbringing. I don't know if his father was there, but my father was there every step of the way, and my aunties, and certain aunties and uncles and shit. So, but I would say that maybe Corey, maybe Red Fox, maybe I don't know. I gotta dig into it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think there's a female comedian out there right now that kind of comparable to you?
A female comedian? That's a rough. I mean, Sarah, you're a female comedian.
I am not a comedian. I love comedy.
It's a couple female comedians. Kanisha Buss is kind of similar. She probably she could have been in my family. Who? Kamara Precious probably could have been. Kamara specifically is cut from the same shit I'm cut from. Yeah, she's like my sister and my cousin. She probably could have been up, been in the family. They both. In the comedy world, a lot of motherfuckers don't know me, so they have misnomers about me.
Yeah.
They didn't, you know what I'm saying? So Kamara and Precious is some of the first females that kind of got to know me a little bit. But they still don't know, but they got a feeling, but they don't know. Because I don't be telling everybody.
I mean, there's nothing soft about you, so don't think that I said a female comedian because they're like,
but what I'm saying is
because your mentality and stuff like that. Like you're a very cerebral type of comedian.
But I'm distant too, though, because that's I know in comedy, motherfuckers, right? People be playing. And a lot of these niggas, I'm going to keep it 100. A lot of these comedians that y'all look up to, they be rapey ass niggas.
Yeah.
Look, if I got a female around me, she don't have to make no deal with her pussy to be around me. I fuck with you because you got talent. I'm not, putting no pressure on nobody.
That's why I'm still here.
I ain't no scumbag. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, that the females get used to that. And when you don't lead with that, I feel like sometimes they get taken aback and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Do you think it's a disadvantage to look the way you look and be a comedian?
I mean, I'm an okay looking guy. I don't get over with my looks. My personality is what gets me over. But I think if I was fat and ugly or skinny and frail, I would be, way bigger.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? When you get an average everyday nigga, I've always had women. I never had trouble with that. I always been good at whatever I put my mind to. So I've always been a star in a way. So I'm not doing comedy to fill that type of void. I'm really doing it. What got me doing comedy is trying to make my mom laugh, because my mom, she went through it growing up, and I would always be trying to make her laugh and get her mind off of her problems. And that's what made me realize I was funny. You know what I'm saying? So my shit comes from just trying to make my mom laugh, So all these other, a lot of these other niggas, they be having these deficiencies and shit. And I got deficiencies, but they just are different deficiencies. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Kraig.
I'm glad. Oh, Ebony, she gonna be one of my baby mamas. She been sticking in there for a couple years.
Ebony, hey Eb.
We gonna make it happen, Ebony.
Do you think as a single male comedian in your 40s, do you think that you look at someone like your mom or your sister?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're similar. Me and my mom are very similar.
They're the same. I mean, we look. The children we get a chance to look at our parents. I think we become stronger than them because we see what they go through.
Uh-huh.
The early part of my sister's life was patterned just like my mom in a way, having a baby young. But, what my sister taught me is resilience. You know what I'm saying? Because she made the shit look easy. She had my niece. You know, I didn't know. I'm just a a young kid. I don't know, but I never really heard much complaining. It went, yeah, and her, so never heard no complaining, and she was taken advantage of by a very bad man, who if I was older, it wouldn't have happened. But they're 9 years apart. You know what I'm saying? As the brother, you can't really protect your sister when you're 9 years younger. But her and my mom is resilient. My mom, to this day, she's getting a PhD in theology. I don't understand why, but she's doing it. But that's how much drive she has.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how much drive my mama got. My sister the same way. My mom ain't violent. My sister's violent.
Wait.
That's why she hit you. She will hit you
did she
in your mouth, nigga. That's why we can't have her on camera. Because if you walk up on her and you don't announce yourself right, it's gonna be a problem.
Did she protect you as a kid?
Did she what? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my sister.
I'm talking about physically.
Nah, yeah. I didn't get bullied. We didn't have them problems. Me and my sister are bigger people. Meaning we didn't get bullied and all that shit. I'm telling you, that normal light skin story that y'all hear, that ain't this. You'll get your ass served over here, nigga. It ain't that type of party over here, man. Right. Pretty.
You're pretty, you're attractive, but you're not going to defend yourself. And that's when they get a whole different side. And
You get nasty. And now you hopping on the stand and doing police reports. But I'm supposed to be a bitch. Okay, nigga. We can get evil, nigga, if you want. But yeah, we we blue collar. Even though my sister's from Detroit. She's not from California. And even though I was born here, my work ethic and my mentality is Detroit all day long. So it's a different, we cut different.
If you were not rapping or being a comedian, what would you be?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I've done everything, nigga. I've had 30 jobs probably. I've done everything. So I probably would be owning a few trucks again, driving trucks, Yeah, I've always gotten to a few dollars. Hustling's in my blood. I'm from Pasadena. I was born in Huntington Memorial Hospital.
Oh, someone wants to know
but
what's
I'm
your
not a
first
blood.
job.
Huh?
Someone wants to know what's your first job.
My first job I ever had in 7th grade, I worked for the Volunteer Summer Program for the Parks and Recreations Department. They had a youth center. They paid me $1 an hour.
Oh my God.
At the end of the summer, they cut me a check for $86.
Whoa, for the whole summer?
For the whole summer. I took that $86. I went to Ross. I bought me 3 $9 polos. I bought me 2 pairs of jeans and a Penny Hardaway Memphis jersey when he played at the University of Memphis.
Wow.
With that $86. That was my first job.
That's crazy.
Then when I graduated high school, I got hurt. I couldn't hoop no more. I walked on down to Clippinger Chevrolet, and I had an Arabic homie I grew up with who was the person that actually got into a battle with my boy Carl, whose mom took us to DJ Quick's house. Omar's brother was the manager there. They hired me, and then my first job as an adult was I take that back. That was my second job. When I was away hooping, I worked at Old Navy when it was a new company.
Oh, whoa.
I worked there for 3 weeks, enough to get some outfits, and then I quit. Yeah. Then I came back and worked at Clippinger Chevrolet for Ziad.
Wow.
Ziad was an Arabic dude who was married to one of the princes of Saudi Arabia's sisters. So they used to funnel money into America through Ziyad. So he bought a bunch of car dealerships. It wasn't a front, but a lot of people invest their money in America through family members here.
Yo, with money laundering.
Clippinger Chevrolet. Hey. Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. How long we been up here talking?
For an hour and 35 minutes.
Hey, that's been the birthday Q&A. We're gonna do a Q&A more often. Yeah, Q&A.
No, thank you so much. Can I say one thing before we go off?
Yeah, let's run it.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I work for a lot of people in the business. I just want to let you know that you're one of the kindest souls I've ever worked with in the industry, because you actually mean what you say and you say what you mean.
Oh,
and,
thank you, Sarah.
I am totally down for your vision and everything like that. And I know that like you're gonna be so big one day. Like this is gonna be on like your 10 years from now when they do 9 years when they do your 50th birthday, like at the Hollywood Bowl or whatever it is, like they're gonna play something like this.
50. Hey, thank you. Next time I get in an argument with my bitch, I'm calling you.
Hell yeah, call.
Well, listen what this bitch got to say about me. She think I'm a good nigga, okay?
Before we sign off, is there anybody else in the audience? Because I know the people that you love. So,
my cousin Tremaine.
Tremaine.
Hey, straight the fuck out, man. This the realest nigga, period, man. In comedy and entertainment, anything.
Amen.
This nigga ain't never told me nothing that he didn't mean. He mean everything he say. He don't lie. Everybody that's in the audience and listening to shit, support Kraig Smith, cause ain't nobody like this nigga.
Yeah.
In comedy. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fraudulent fake motherfuckers, and this dude is just a real dude.
Amen.
I'm eating.
And that's all shrooms.
I was eating. I didn't clear my throat though, but
that's all.
I was eating.
Nigga.
You right, motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
You hard listening, motherfucker.
Hell yeah, ASMR niggas.
Yeah, what is that? Anchovies in the nigga mouth?
They be listening to crabs cracking.
Nah, for real though, man. It's time for some real motherfuckers.
Got $5 said he sent $100 to your cash out, Kraig.
That's a real nigga right there. Real shit.
Hell yeah. I need 50.
That's $100 well spent. 100 real. That's some real shit though.
Hell yeah.
Nah, because it's time for somebody real to really.
To the phone to check.
Nah, for real. It's time for a real motherfucker to win.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate this dude, bro. I didn't watch this growth.
Yeah.
From quitting jobs,
Speak on it.
doing the comedy, going back to get another job just to do the comedy again. He sacrificed everything just for the comedy. What more can you ask for? This dude give his blood, sweat, and tears, man, for this comedy shit. Mm-hmm. And the dude is he's one of a kind, bro. He could be J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, all that. His music is on that level. So you got somebody who's just as talented with comedy as he is with the music.
Hell yeah. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
So Picasso, motherfuckers like that, Van Gogh, they shit ain't even worth nothing until they dead for 100 years.
Yeah, man.
This is Basquiat minus the dicks.
Oh shit. Minus the dicks. Gotta minus the dicks.
Don't cancel him. I said it.
Okay.
Feel me? I said it. Hey, don't take the mic away. It's real. And that's another thing. Nobody can have an opinion nowadays, but this dude he really tell his opinion. He not finna change his product just to make a motherfucker, cause he could have been made it bigger than he is right now if he did that.
Yeah.
But he doing it his way.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Oh, man, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
Hey, man, flowers, man. They good, man. Appreciate you, man.
Any other flowers before we sign off?
Shit, no,
We good?
we'll wrap that up. Yeah. Hey, that's been this episode
Yeah.
of Q&A. Make sure y'all tune in next time, man. We're going to get tipsy and answer any and every question that you have.
We love you, Kraig, man.
Yeah. If
Y'all
all you
remember that
something,
Cash App is $Bullyfoot.
$Bullyfoot. Yeah.
He's looking at it right now. You want to give any shout outs, Kraig, before you leave out?
Hey, man, I just want to say shout out to Caffeine, All Deaf Digital. Hey, I'm working on this Get It From God stand-up album. I got this Cluster B hip-hop album that's going to be dropping soon. Support both. Hey, I'm going to have to start raising money to do this second season of Big Head Kraig. So y'all be tuned in and support that, man.
They may see me.
Huh?
They may see me.
Oh, yeah, Sarah, yeah. Heck yeah. Protect Kraig at all costs.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, but a lot of shit underway, man. To a lot of those who started and ain't on the journey with me, still love and respect you. Tap in. If you on some punk ass nigga shit, you might get fired on if you tap in, but be man enough to take the beat down just like the bullshit you did when you didn't think I knew you was doing it, you hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw your rock and hide your head, nigga. Or hide your hand. It was all good when you was doing it, but yeah. Other than that, I still love you. I love all you niggas. If all you something, get it from God. God.